Recycling in its truest form has been around for centuries. People of the time would melt down broken swords and spears and turn them into weapons and other tools. This was recycling in its simplest form. Today, as industrialized nations, we realize that raw materials are not only limited, but also costly. More and more companies understand that recycling of used products not only saves them time and money, but also relieves the environment of the increased burden of waste. With more attention given to recycling, improvements in recycling technology are bound to follow. Aluminum recycling is by far the most utilized type of recycling. The American people have become very adjusted to recycling this product. It is easily accepted at any recycling station and usually earns a fair price. Once aluminum scrap is received at a processing plant, the material is then shredded and ground down into chips before being melted into ingots. These ingots, which are similar to bars of gold, are then rolled into sheets and shipped to manufacturers for use of creating new products. This recycling technology is 96% efficient and can save up to 64,000 hours of kilowatt energy. The benefits of aluminum recycling are many. There is no limit to the amount of times an aluminum can be recycled. Also, a used aluminum can be recycled and back on the grocery shelf within 60 days. Out of the paper waste generated by Americans today, that is white paper, newspapers, cardboard, and packing material, most comes from packing materials. Almost everything purchased has a certain amount of packing material that comes with it. This material accounts for 40% of the paper products found in landfills today. Recycling of this paper is very simple. The material is sorted by type, then combined with water in large vats, and mixed to create a product called slurry. This slurry is then spread out on racks, pressed to remove water, and then rolled into large rolls of paper to be used for other purposes. This technology is responsible for saving 23% of the energy required to make the same product from virgin materials. The main benefit of paper recycling is the preservation of our natural resources. Approximately 1 billion trees worth of paper are thrown away every year in the United States. Also, the construction costs of a paper mill designed to use waste paper is 50 to 80% less than the cost of a mill using new pulp. There will always be a need for wood as a raw material, but through recycling we can get the most out of this resource. From a consumer standpoint, glass is probably the simplest item to recycle. To most, glass and is very simple to separate from other recyclable items. The challenge comes when the glass arrives at the processing plant. Recycling glass currently requires a lot of manual separation of clear glass from colored glass. The reason for this is once colored glass is colored, it has to be made into the same color of glass again or made into other products. The glass is then crushed and melted down into pellets. These pellets are then used to create new products. New technology is allowing for infrared scanning of glass, which will allow it to separate it quicker and more efficient. Recycled glass requires lower melting temperatures, which saves roughly 40% of energy over using virgin materials. Glass can also be recycled again and again without loss of quality. Glass, like aluminum, has a quick turnaround. It can be made into a new product and be back on a grocery shelf in less than 30 days. In today's society, companies are looking for ways to reduce operating costs, and Americans are looking for ways to be environmentally smart. Recycling is the key to achieving both. One of the newest methods of recycling is the single stream method. Due to improvements in recycling technology, recyclable matter no longer has to be sorted by the consumer. It can all be sent together to the recycling plant. This makes the process easier for the consumer. At the plant, there are new techniques to sort the material quicker and more efficient. This makes the process cost-effective for the manufacturer. Recycling can reduce energy needs as well as operating costs for manufacturers and can reduce the impact on the environment through reduction of waste and the less consumption of natural resources. As recycling technology advances, the push to get more and more people to join the movement will take hold.